11 o'clock at night. I'm off tomorrow, so I figured sit down tonight and film a video. I thought maybe I could just sit down and film a playing with makeup and just talking to you and, you know, letting you know what's been going on in my personal life. And I don't have any fun stories to tell because I haven't really been in a good mood to tell any fun stories. I just decided, why not just put makeup on, because I gotta get ready for bed anyway in a little while. I wanted to film this video tonight so that I could have something up for tomorrow. So that was the plan. Now I have 3 palettes in front of me that I'm thinking of using. And the reason why is because St. Patrick's Day was on Wednesday. I didn't really do anything. I just kind of worked and then came home. Well, I went to the chiropractor and then I went home. So I was very tired and I didn't want to celebrate. And quite frankly, the last time I did celebrate, it kind of really didn't go well. But, you know, it had its moments. I have 3 palettes in front of me, and all of them are green. And as you can see, I'm wearing green because today I wore green at work. I figured I have 3 palettes here that have variants of green in them. There's this Mojito palette from Beauty Crop that I bought a while back. And that is what this palette looks like. This is a very good brand that nobody really knows about. I would highly recommend it to anybody who wants cheap and affordable makeup. It does take a while to come because of the shipping. Then I have this Bretman Rock Wet n Wild collab. These are the colors that it has. And that is what this palette looks like. So I figured maybe I might use that. And then I have this Beetlejuice eyeshadow and highlighter palette. And I believe I got this either for my birthday or for Christmas, one or the other. But that is what this looks like. Let's begin. I'm going to turn on my new vanity light that I got. Holy bright. Okay. I'm debating if I want to do like concealer and foundation because, as I said, I am going to try to get ready for bed soon. That's just going to be more to take off, but honestly, I want to take YouTube thumbnails. So I might put a little bit of something on because I have been breaking out on my chin and a little bit on my cheek. I honestly think that was from the candy video. I'm kind of trying to stay away from candy for a little while because the candy did not agree with my skin. My mom tried to tell me, it's because you're wearing the mask and all that. I said, no, it has nothing to do with the mask. It is the candy, because I was perfectly fine until I started eating the candy. And I didn't even eat, like, all I did was eat one piece from each of the things I tasted. It's not like I ate, like, a whole bunch of candy. Like, I didn't go and splurge on it after I bought it. It's honestly been sitting in my drawer since that video. I mean, I've been munching on the bubble gum. That's about it. I haven't really been doing anything else with the candy. It's kind of just been sitting in my drawer. That is that. I'm just concealing my acne. Where do I begin? I've been working a lot. Obviously, I work Monday through Friday. I've been pretty overwhelmed with my anxiety. I have a lot of things that I'm stressing out about behind the scenes that I don't really talk about much because, honestly, in the past, I've just built up a wall that I didn't want to be hurt by anybody anymore, so I kind of just kept to myself. And I know that kind of sucks to say, but you know, it's kind of hard to break out of that habit when you had that habit for a long time. I also have just been like in my head about a lot of things. I see that I have 44 subscribers on my channel, which makes me really happy. But then I got sad last week because I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh, who really watches my videos? Who really sits there and like actually enjoys watching them and wants me to come out with more content and all that? And I was just beating myself up about it a lot last week, and you know, it kind of manifested into Monday a little bit. I've also been very self-conscious because I feel like I've been gaining weight, and I know people are going to say, well, if you don't like it, do something about it. And I agree with that statement 100%. But one thing that I will share with you all, that's not disclosing too much information, financially, I am going through some things, and it's a little bit tough to do certain things right now. I'm not in a good place as far as that goes. I am working toward fixing that and getting better, and that's all I'm going to say toward that. I've also just been dealing with a lot with my physical health. My job is a very hands-on physical job, and the problem with that is I'm doing the same kind of movement constantly for over 9 hours, and what it's doing is it's taking a toll on my body, and it's causing me to have problems with my posture, and I'm starting to get a lot of pain from it. That's why I'm going to a chiropractor now to fix that situation, and hopefully I won't have as much issues with my posture anymore because I'm going to the chiropractor. I'm hoping the more I go to the chiropractor, the more that will help with my posture and just overall my pain level, because I am just in so much pain after work some days, because sometimes I do the same job 2 days in a row and it takes a toll on me. It becomes a big stress on my body. Like, as you can see, I'm like slouching a lot right now because I've been keeping my posture up almost all day, and my back just feels like so sore. I'm really sore. I mean, I'm not as sore as I was at the beginning of the week because I went to the chiropractor on Wednesday, and yesterday I used my machine at home to help with the pains in my back. The machine I have has the pads on it, and what you do is you put the pads on your back, and they're supposed to like send pulsating shocks to the muscles in your body, and they're supposed to help loosen the muscles. And basically that's what I was trying to do because my back is so tense. That's what the chiropractor told me. He said my back is very tense and I have a lot of work that has to be done. I'm gonna just add a little bit more foundation to cover up some of the concealer I put on my face. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you all had a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. And I don't really have anything too exciting planned this weekend. I'm not really doing anything. I may or may not be hanging out with my fiance. He's literally like my best friend. Like, he's the only person I pretty much spend my time with most days because I haven't really been hearing much from anybody. And the problem is that, as you already know, on January 31st, I was tested positive for COVID, and I pretty much had been quarantined for practically a month. And I mean, obviously, I quarantined the 14 days, and then I went back to work. And then after that, I pretty much had been going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home for pretty much about a month. And it's been a little over a month now, almost 2, and I haven't really seen anybody. I just saw one of my best friends from high school who was going away for 2 weeks. He asked me at last minute if I wanted to get together, and I met up with him for lunch with my fiance, and we just caught up and talked and had a very nice get together. And now he's off in Arizona doing his thing. So yeah, here we are. I also got to see my nephew last weekend, and I'm hoping tomorrow I may get to see him as well. I hadn't got to see him because, unfortunately, as I said, I had COVID, so I couldn't really see him. And when we did see him, it was through my brother's screen door, and that was the only way he was letting anybody see him for a little bit. So that's how we were basically looking at him. And last weekend was the first weekend I actually got to like physically hold him and be with him, and it was very cute and it was very sweet. And if you don't know, my nephew's premature. He was born at 5 months. He was in the hospital for a very long time, and you know, unfortunately he didn't get out until the middle of February this year. And it's been nice actually being able to see him, and I want to be able to continue to see him, so I've been trying to avoid going out and doing anything drastic or crazy so that I can be able to spend time with him. That's been that. And I've been upset about my weight. As I said, my weight has been very overwhelming and bothering me, and I am going to work on that once I get myself situated. I mean, thankfully, I don't really have a lot of things that are coming up soon. The only thing I really have that's coming up is an old friend of mine from elementary school. We were very close when we were kids. She got married in another state because she lives in another state currently. She got married in another state, and she's redoing the ceremony here in New Jersey in May. So obviously I'm going to be attending her wedding in May. So that's like probably one of the few crazy functions I'll be doing. But other than that, I won't be doing much. But anyway, so her bridal shower is next Saturday. I'm going to be going to that because I haven't seen this girl and her family for many years now. And I want to catch up and see how she's doing and see how they're doing, and, you know, just pay them a visit because I do miss her, and I wish we could have saw each other before she moved out of state. Unfortunately, things happened and we couldn't. Only time can tell. That is gonna be like one of the only few exciting things I'll have going on this month is just doing that. Next month I have nothing really going on. My mother's birthday is next month, but that's about it. There's supposed to be a wedding expo next month, that we may be going to. I don't know yet. Most likely we probably will, because they have a lot of vendors and stuff that we can go look at. I want to see what things people have to offer. I mean, we basically already have the venue picked out. We already know who we want our photographer to be. Our venue that we have has options for DJs, so we don't have to worry about that because that's included. We don't really have anything else to worry about as far as the wedding goes. There's maybe a few details we have to work out. Obviously, I have to get a dress and all that, but I'm not doing that until next year because we're not getting married until 2023. We plan on moving in together first before we get married. We figured that would be the best decision for us, and also with all this COVID stuff going on, we don't want to take chances with our wedding having to be postponed and all that, so we're trying to play it safe and just have a safe wedding, you know, a safe and happy wedding. And we're also doing it in the summer, so that way we avoid having to deal with COVID restrictions. Now, I used the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation plus concealer in the color Ivory. Looks like that. I used the Instant Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline in the color Fair. I'm almost out of this stuff. You can tell it's kind of ratchet looking. Then for the eyebrows, I used this Pixie Brow Duo. It's so old and faded, but it still works pretty well. This is almost done too. I gotta replace some things, as you can tell. I'm going to dip into these palettes now. I didn't get a chance to clean my brushes from the last time I did my makeup. Well, I'm doing a very unhygienic thing, but there's a reason I'm doing this. I have a new thing that I bought, and I'm waiting until a few other things that I bought come in next week so that I can film that video for you guys, because I don't want to show you things that I bought until I have everything together so I could do it as one big collective haul. Basically what I did was I bought some items that I saw in different social media ads, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the social medias. I've seen products, and I bought certain products to try, and I want to wait until the rest, not the rest, but like a good I bought quite a bit of things, so I'm waiting until they come in so that I can open them up with you guys, show you what they look like, and give you my honest opinion of them. It's, you know, unfortunately shipping gets delayed in certain states because of COVID, as you already know. The blue does not want to come off of this brush, just saying. The other brush, the blue came off just fine. The blue does not want to come off of that brush. Oh, I hate when you get an itch on your face from like just like your makeup in general, and it's like you don't want to mess it up, so you just pat. It's annoying. I think I'm gonna go into this palette, the Mojito one, and good news, guys, the palette is still intact. Well, kinda. This garnish shade got a little messed up, but that's only one shade. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a dark color in the crease, kind of blend it, and then I want to attempt to try to do a cut crease. I don't know how well it's gonna work out, but we're gonna give it a try. I'm just debating on which palette I want to use for that crease, because I have many of options. I think I want to use this Coaster shade. Well, actually, I think what I want to do is I want to take this minty shade and I want to put it all over the lid first, and then I'll work my way from that. I'm going to use this minty shade and I'm going to put that all over the lid. I don't know if you can see, these shades are very pigmented. As I said, you will not be disappointed with this brand. It is not a very known of brand, but they are still a very good brand regardless. And I would highly recommend checking them out. I will link their website in the bio so that you all can check it out if you're interested. I do have other palettes from the brand. I have the drink set, the volume 1 drink set that I bought a while back, and I was actually trying to get rid of 2 of the palettes because I don't really use them. So I should have just bought the ones I actually was going to use, as opposed to buying the set just because I thought the set looked cute. And I regret that now, but you know, there's nothing I can do about it. I was trying to sell it. I put it up on my Poshmark, and that I will also link below. I have a very extensive closet on there, so there's plenty of things that I'm selling on there. If you are interested and you would like to purchase anything, please check out my Poshmark and have a look and see if there's anything that piques your fancy there. I think I have this blended out the way I would like it. So my next step is going to be going into my crease with a darker color. If I can find the right brush to do that with. I think I'm going to take this muddle color. That's this last color here. It's starting to look like I might be using this palette most likely because I don't see myself gravitating towards any of the other shades. Whoa, I did not realize this was going to be this pigmented. Holy cow. You don't even really have to like dip into this because as you can see, like it's literally like it only took like 1 or 2 dips and I'm already I got so much color out of that. So I'm just gonna darken up the crease a little bit. I'm so excited to show you guys the things that I bought because I bought quite a bit of things, as I've already said, and I really want to show you guys what it is I bought. It'll be fun. I've just been like, I've had a lot on my mind lately. Like, I know this video is like all over the place with like things I'm talking about, but I'm just between like feeling self-conscious about my weight and me being in pain because of work, and I've been like feeling like sad about like just like friends and family, and like I love my friends, I love my family, but sometimes I feel like, do you ever feel like you do so much for people and you don't get the same thing back? And sometimes it's okay to be upset about it, but it's okay to not be upset about it too, because sometimes you have to hold your head up and you have to just keep pushing yourself and keep moving forward, because at the end of the day you have yourself, and that's the most important thing. You don't want to lose yourself. Don't ever feel like you're not allowed to feel how you want to feel. Like, you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to feel how you want to feel. And don't let your emotions get in the way of that, and don't let people get in the way of that. Just always remember that. Just a small token of advice. I feel like this side is more darker than the other side. Just saying. I also feel like I went higher up in the crease on that side than I did on this side. So we're gonna change that. There, obviously, I'm gonna have to do like a lot of cleaning up, because this does not look put together right now. I'm just gonna be honest with that. Now I'm gonna attempt to do a cut crease. Like, let's keep fingers crossed that actually works. I'm using this shape tape that I have that is pretty much almost done. I would use my age rewind, but my age rewind is pretty much almost shot too, so I'm gonna have to buy more to replace it, obviously. There's that. I literally, like, it doesn't even look like I covered up anything. I think there's pretty much no product left in here. I may have to use my age rewind, and I might have to use it on a brush to try to get some product out. Okay, yeah, that was a much better idea than the shape tape. I'm definitely getting more product out from my age rewind than I was from the shape tape. But I'm also trying I'm trying to make it as even as possible, because the whole point of a cut crease is to cut the crease. I'm trying to get it as even as I possibly can. We will see. I think so far I'm doing a decent job. Then I saw this lime shade in here, and I really want to use it. So we're gonna give that a try. Uh-oh, it's not coming out on the brush. That means I have to dip my finger in. Ooh, that is very pigmented. The thing that sucks about doing this with your finger is you can't really blend it. I mean, you can, but it's a little bit hard. As you can tell, I'm using my index finger, so that's making it a little bit difficult to do. I think so far it's actually coming out okay. There are a few spots I see here that I might have missed. I'm trying to make sure that I got every bit of my eyelid that I possibly can. I honestly feel like I went higher up on this side than I did on that side. But that's just my honest opinion. I want to take a clean brush and I want to try to blend the glittery shade out a little bit. Oh my god. I see on my right eye a little bit, actually no, I see it in both eyes. Like, there's a little bit of separation in the glitter on my eyelid, and I don't know if that's from the concealer or if that's from the eyeshadow itself. I think it's from the, I'm pretty sure I think it's from the concealer, because I mixed the concealers. I probably should have just stuck with one. But I didn't know it wasn't gonna work. And now we know. Trial and error. I'm just trying to blend out the green shade. The sparkly green shade. I might go back in and fix my shadows a little bit. I'm really starting to get upset because I can see the glittery shade starting to separate on my eyelid. And it's like, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be like pretty and vibrant, but I mean, from here, you guys can't really tell. I can tell because I'm looking up close at it, but you guys can't. I feel like this looks more blue than green, but the palette is green, I can assure you. I showed you all the colors. It is definitely green. I'm just really upset about what I did with the concealer because I know that's why the shades are separating like they are. I kind of want to dip into this big peacock energy shade. And I want to see what I can do with that. So that is this shade right there. That one came on the brush. Whoa, holy dark. Okay. That was not what I expected at all. Okay, well, we're doing this. No turning back now. We can't turn back now because I just did this. No turning back. Oh yeah. I can't tell if I like it or not. I think what I might do is I might take the gold shade and I might put it in the middle. If it works, we'll see, but I might take the gold shade and I might put it in the middle of my eye to kind of counteract the shiny green shade and the dark green shade that I just threw on my eyeball because it's like hella dark. So there's this gold shade in here called King of the Jungle. I think I'm gonna try to see if I can get that on there. That is this shade in the corner. Let's see if it comes off. Oh, it does. It does. Okay. This isn't too bad. I can work with this. I can definitely work with this. I don't like how the sparkly shade turned out on my eye because of the shimmery shade. But that's, again, I think that's just the concealer issue. I don't necessarily think that's a issue with the shadow itself. I mean, it could be, I don't know. But I think it's more of a concealer issue because I use two kinds of concealers on my eyes. So that, I'm thinking that's possibly like a strong possibility because I notice when I go to blend the shade with a brush, the shimmer goes away. I really don't know. I'll have to test this, either this one or the other palette that I have again, and I'll have to get back to you guys on that to let you know if it's the shadow or if it's my concealer that's causing the problem. I don't think I want to do a cat eye. I think that might be too much. So I'm going to just do mascara and see if that works. Does anybody else keep their mouth open when they put mascara on? I kind of bounce between not doing it and doing it. This is the mascara I bought when I went with my mom shopping. If you haven't watched that video yet, please go check it out. I will link it in the bio if you want to. If you don't want to go through and look for it, I'll link it in the bio. Also, I do plan on doing that video that I spoke about before with my fiance with the chapsticks. I just, you know, it's been kind of hard because his schedule, like he works on Saturdays now, so by the time he gets out of work, I don't know if he's tired or if he's in the mood to even do the video with me, and I don't know if he actually wants to be on camera with me, and I don't want to pressure him into being on camera with me if he's not comfortable. I wouldn't pressure anybody, so I mean, if he wants to be on camera with me, then we'll film it. If you guys want to see that, that is. If not, I mean, I have plenty of other ideas and videos that I want to do in the near future that hopefully you guys stick around for. I have so many things on my mind that I don't know if I should share them or not. I think I've already said too much with some things that I don't wanna go too much into details about things. So I think where I've said things is a good spot to leave it at. I think I'm good on the eyes. I might do some eyeliner. Twinkle Black. I know I just bought this, but is it Twinkle Black because it has glitter in it? I hope that's not the case. I mean, if it does have glitter in it, I hope it's not an overwhelming amount. We shall see. Do I have... This palette doesn't have any... This one doesn't either. I should have used that Coconut Connoisseur shade as a base shade, not that green one. I kind of regret that now. Not like you can tell that I used that in the first place. I think I'm going to go into this palette. And I'm going to use this Ghost with the Most highlighter shade. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take it and I'm going to just put it under my eyebrow. You can't really tell that it's there. Kinda. It's like, it's not an overwhelming amount of glow, but it's the right amount. And then I'm going to use my tried and true Jeffree Star highlighter, because ever since I got this in the mystery box, I've just been like in love with it. I don't know, it's just something about it. I like the color. Like it's like a really pretty like magenta kind of shade. Like I like how it reflects off the skin. I think it's a nice color. It's a really nice color. And if I haven't already said it, it's the Lick My Glit shade. So I will make sure to link that for anybody who's interested. I'm going to set my face. Why does this look like it exploded? I really hope this didn't explode, or I'm gonna be a little upset because this is like I can actually use this. I got this in a Booze Fairy basket from one of my best friends, as well as the Beetlejuice palette, so I'm happy I got to use that. I've been looking for an excuse to use that for a while now, and I'm very happy I actually have to use it. Lipstick. I'm gonna clean my lips up a little bit. And this is the Jeffree Star shade from the Shane Dawson collection. And this is the shade Are You Filming? And I'm just gonna put that on. It's like a pinky red, I guess you could say. Also, the music in the background is chill step music. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. I wanted to put music on, but I didn't want to get copyrighted by YouTube for putting music on. So I thought chill step was the best option. I'll make sure to put the link for that video too, so I don't get copyrighted for using that video. I'll make sure to link everything below. I have to go and get my eyebrows done before I go to this bridal shower because they are looking quite bushy. Usually when I get my eyebrows done, I try to keep up with it from plucking. But once I stop keeping up with it, I get lazy and then it ends up looking really bad after a while. I hate when I hate overdrawing my upper lip, but sometimes I have to because sometimes I make my upper lip look bigger than it actually is. That looks much better, kinda. I don't want to mess with it anymore because I think it looks okay the way it is. And I think that's pretty much all for the makeup. I think for the hair, I'm not gonna do anything crazy because like I said, it's late. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it and I might put it up in like a high pony. It's only for this video anyway, and for the thumbnails. I hate that this one string on the jacket is fucking longer than the other. I've been trying to mess with that all day and it just hasn't worked out to my advantage at all. It's been quite annoying, honestly, but what can you do, right? It kind of looks a little messy, but you know, that's what happens when you leave your hair au natural. My hair is naturally wavy, I guess. Well, it didn't used to be, but it is now. This is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked the video. And if you do, please like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you have any ideas for future makeup looks you want to see me do, or if you have any ideas for videos that you would like to see in the upcoming future, let me know. And until next time, bye guys. Mwah.